Okay, so in this video, we are going to talk about the Support Hub Super Admin platform. Now, this is the platform that basically sets up um, the, um, the support agents for the entire Support Hub. Okay, this platform or the Super Admin role also um, sets up the various support platforms and support groups that would that makes up the various components of the entire system. Okay, so if you see over here, we already have some existing platforms or support platforms for the entire system, and we have this tab where we have support groups and then subgroups. So basically, the system is designed in such a way that support agents must belong to a particular support group. Okay, and so for instance, we have the full bar platform. So we also have this full bar support group, and then agents would be assigned to this particular support group. So, and then from there too, we also have subgroups where an agent can belong to a particular subgroup. So the system is designed in such a way in order to be able to um, allocate tickets to individual members of the various groups within the support system. So basically, that means that I can have a support agent who belongs to the full bar support group. So basically, that means that that particular support agent would only work on tickets or would only respond to tickets that have been um, issued for the full bar platform. So tickets that have been issued for the full bar platform would be worked on or will be responded to by support agents who belong to the full bar uh, support group. Now, the full bar support group has further divisions. For now, we only have uh, the full bar support group has further divisions known as subgroups. And for now, we only have one subgroup known as full bar support group A. Now, a subgroup can have a maximum of 25 support agents. So if you check out the other support platforms, we have the CMS Farmer Registration System, and we have the CMS Farmer Registration Support Group. Now, this one also has just one subgroup with the some information saying that the maximum size and the maximum number of people who can belong to that group is 25. The CMS Payments System also has one subgroup. I believe the cartography system should have more than, okay, it also has one. And input dealers, yes, input dealers has two subgroups. So basically it means that a support agent can belong to either of these subgroups, either subgroup A or subgroup B. So now we'll go ahead with adding another test platform or test platform. So we'll give it a name. Let's say um, Fizz Buzz system, then a URL. So cms.fbuzz.com. This is a test URL, so this doesn't really exist. And we'll click on Add Platform, and the CMS platform has been successfully added. So I click on FizzBuzz system. Realize that it doesn't have any support group. Let me refresh so that we can clear this. Okay. So we just created a FizzBuzz system. So we click on it and wait a while. Sorry. So the FizzBuzz system doesn't have any support groups. So we click on it and then we add support group and then we give it a name. So let's say FizzBuzz support group. And we click on create support group. Then the group has been added. So when we click on FizzBuzz support group, we have the support groups, the support group for FizzBuzz, and then the system automatically generates a subgroup for the particular support group. So basically, it means that every support group must have at least one subgroup. Okay, so now we move on to the agents, support agents. And over here, we have a list of all the support agents that are currently on the system. So we have their names, their email addresses, their usernames, and then the support group that they belong to, and then specifically the subgroup that they belong to within the support group. So throughout the demo, we've been working with John Wick. He belongs to the full support group, and specifically support group A within the full support group. So right now we'll just add a new agent. Just add a new agent. Let's say Jan Fofo, and then we'll take his email address. So I'll use an email address that I have access to, equabina 36 at yahoo.com, and then we'll assign him to the newly created support group. That's the FizzBuzz support group, and we'll click on add support agent. So if you realize, all the other information was filled apart from the username and then the subgroup. Okay, so basically what happens is that once we added this new support user, an email is sent to this email address with further details concerning how the user should complete the registration process. So I don't know if I have it open. Okay, I don't have that email inbox open. So I'll just open it up. Alright, so this is the email that was sent. So it's loading up. Right. So it says, Dear Chan, your CMS Support Hub admin account or Support Hub agent account, Support Hub admin account has been successfully provisioned. Please complete the account registration process by clicking on the link below. So CMS Support Admin. So click on this link, and it should take us to the registration page where we complete the details, the rest of the registration process. Yeah, so we type out our name, so John Ampofo. Then this is where we select our username. So we'll say um, John Ampofo. Then we specify our password as well. We'll type in our email address, equab 36. Then we'll enter our password. So following these guidelines, the password must have an uppercase. So we'll just go ahead with this. And we'll click on create account. So once the account has been created, we can now log in to the support admin application. So using the email address and password that we specified. Click on login. Great. So now we've successfully logged in. So basically, this view is now the view for the FizzBuzz support group. It's basically like the others. The only difference is that tickets that are now created for tickets that are now created for the FizzBuzz platform would be handled by support administrators who belong to the FizzBuzz group. So we'll quickly demonstrate that. I'll create a new ticket and address it to the FizzBuzz group. So yeah, so just a random ticket. Choose anything and something new. Then we'll just type a message. 1, 2, 3 FizzBuzz. Then we'll click on create ticket. So this ticket has been created. It's been issued for the FizzBuzz system, and the support admin that we just created sorry, I got confused for a little moment. So the support admin that we just created belongs to the FizzBuzz group. So we just do a refresh, and we should see the newly created ticket. Right, so new FizzBuzz support group tickets, and we have the newly created ticket. So the last ticket that we created was this one, CMS TIC 61, and we also have the same thing over here as well. So now we can go ahead with responding to the ticket or marking it as invalid as in the appropriate manner. Right, so basically if we come here and we refresh this view, we see that the information has been filled, we can now just assign this particular support administrator to a subgroup, and that would be affected as well. So over here we can perform some changes. We can change the group that this particular support group administrator belongs to. We can move into the CMS farmer registration support group. Yeah, in doing so, we would have to reassign him to the appropriate subgroup as well. And generally, this would also send an email notifying the support agent of the changes that have occurred on his account. Yeah, so we have group updates. Okay. So, dear John, please note the following changes to your account. You have been moved to the CMS Farmer Registration Support Group. Thank you. Yeah. So now this, nothing really changes. Um, just that this support administrator will no longer have access to tickets from other groups, but he will only have access to tickets from the farmer registration group. So I'll just log out for that to take effect. Okay, so as it stands now, there are no tickets for the farmer registration group. So I will go ahead and create a new ticket for that group. So 1, 2, 3. Now, if I refresh this, we should have a ticket for that particular group being assigned to him right now. Yeah. So he can respond to the ticket appropriately as well. Okay. So now